What ho, motherfuckers! I am your British stereotype. And welcome to the show that takes the actors that are good, the actors that are bad, and the actors that are... and takes a look back at their no doubt fantastic careers. Welcome to the Performance Review. Today's choice for a performance review is none other than Mr. Master Alan Rickman. And joining me for a look back at one of our most talented British thespians is none other than Colonel Montgomery 12. Colonel? No! The chipmunks are invading! The chipmunks are invading! Well, it seems the Colonel has suddenly died. Yeah, so tragic, of course. Anyways, it is now my job to look at Mr. Rickman's prolific career. So first, let's take a look at his hit. What you say? That you only meant well, 'cause you did. What you say? Hello? Yes, I'm trying to do a review here, so could you please kindly fuck off?
Hello, this is Alan Rickman. I hear you are reviewing my career, and I would just like to say...
That's a terrible impression. Go away. Now, let's have a look at his history.
Oh, the times they are a-changing.
Alan was born in London, England, to a working-class family. He made his way as a graphic designer before receiving a scholarship to the Royal Academy of Dramatic Art. Ooh, fancy. Alan joined various other theatre troupes and even worked for the Royal Shakespeare Company at one point. He did various TV shows in England and even a TV version of Romeo and Juliet in which he played Tybalt. But it just seemed that Hollywood just wasn't interested in an actor, a Shakespearean-trained actor, who sounded like he had a lawnmower shoved up his nose. Or at least, that was until a little action film called... What you say? Oh, that you only meant well, 'cause you did. What you say? Yes?
Ha, ha, ha. You say we're going to have a look over my entire career, and yet you glaze over my very vast theatre career like a retarded zombie.
Oh, shut up, you incredibly talented actor, you!
You just copy and pasted from Wikipedia, didn't you?
No? Shut up! I'm trying to get this review under 15 minutes this time, Hans.
Ha, ha, ha.
Anyway, this all changed when Alan Rickman took the role of the villain in a little action film called Die Hard. We're gonna die, 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 die hard. We're gonna die, 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 die hard. We're gonna die, 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 die hard. We're gonna die, 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 die as hard as we can.
Figure you're here to negotiate, am I right?
You're amazing. You figured this all out already.
Yes, Die Hard, one of the greatest action movies of all time, and it brought us Bruce Willis as Detective John McClane, a truly great hero. But for every truly great hero needs a truly memorable villain, and Alan Rickman brought us Hans Gruber, a truly memorable bastard.
Now I have a machine gun. Ho, ho, ho.
Alan was 42 when he took on the role of villainous German Hans Gruber in Die Hard. So when most film actors' careers were winding down, his was actually just starting. He got noticed to play the part by director John McTiernan and producer Joel Silver when they went to see Rickman in the play Dangerous Liaisons, in which Rickman played the villainous Vicomte de Valmont. And they instantly knew that he was the man for the job, and thus history was made, and one of the greatest screen villains was born.
And when Alexander saw the breadth of his domain, he wept, for there were no more worlds to conquer.
Now, Hans Gruber is such a memorable villain, but when you think about it, on paper he's just your average evil European terrorist.
Who said we were terrorists?
But Rickman plays him so cool, cold, calculating, and other words beginning with C that you almost begin to side with the villain. If only John McClane wasn't, well, John McClane.
Do you really think you have a chance against us, Mr. Cowboy?
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
But taking this now iconic role unfortunately led to Alan Rickman sometimes being typecast as the villain character in Hollywood films. In fact, he turned down the role of Alec Trevelyan in GoldenEye for that exact reason. You see, Alan doesn't think in such black and white terms as good or evil, hero or villain. His characters are a bit more complex than that.
I'm concerned I'm not playing the villain. I'm just playing somebody who wants certain things in life, has made certain choices, and goes after them.
I suppose the only role of Rickman's you could say is just pure, over-the-top pantomime villainy is his role as the Sheriff of Nottingham in Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves.
Just a minute. Robin Hood steals money from my pocket, forcing me to hurt the public. And they love him for it?
Yes.
That's it then. Cancel the kitchen scraps for lepers and orphans. No more merciful beheadings. And call off Christmas.
Now, I won't lie. Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves is a very mediocre film, as I'm sure you all know. So why isn't this film in its low points, instead of where it is, in its high points? Well, simply said, he saves the entire film. He's so hilariously over the top, it's impossible not to be enthralled by his amazing performance. I mean, he just owns that part. And he livens up what is just really another action film. Another boring action film. Yet another adaptation of the Robin Hood story we didn't really need, because the 1938 movie served us quite nicely, thank you, Hollywood. Alan's career deservedly continued to flourish, and he began to add more strings to his very talented bow. He took on proper, serious drama in Truly, Madly, Deeply and Sense and Sensibility. But he also did uproarious comedy, such as Dogma, or Galaxy Quest, or even The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. But the film series that our younger generation probably know him best from is the Harry Potter series of films, in which he played Severus Snape.
A rather rare herb. Gillyweed. Not something found in your everyday garden. Nor is this. Know what it is?
Bubble juice, sir.
Veritaserum. 3 drops of this, and you know who himself would spill his darkest secrets. The use of it on a student is, regrettably, forbidden. However, should you ever steal from my personal stores again, my hand might just slip over your morning pumpkin juice.
I haven't stolen anything.
Don't lie to me. Gillyweed may be innocuous, but boomslang skin, lacewing flies, You and your little friends are brewing polyjuice potion, and believe me, I'm going to find out why.
Now, whenever I trot on down to the cinema to see the latest Harry Potter installment, excited as I am, I always look forward to a good old dose of Rickman. His character, Severus Snape, has a complexly dark aura about him, which fits our pal Rickman like a glove. Nothing much more to say here, really. He's given great performance after great performance. Whether it's in Sweeney Todd, the Demon Barber of Fleet Street, in which he played the villainous Judge Turpin, and even sang a bit. And he's pretty good at that too. There's also performances such as Snow Cake and a little film called Perfume, Story of a Murderer. Damn good film. Very dark. I suggest you go see it. Like immediately.
Supposing it's your daughter next time. Of course, a curfew is necessary, but we also have to catch this man, and the only way to do that is to understand how he thinks, what he wants.
I should have thought that was obvious. Use your imagination.
And if I were to tell you that all except the prostitute went to their graves with their chastity intact?
How would you know?
The coroner had each girl examined. They were all found to be virgins.
So, we've established that Alan Rickman is a damn good actor with lots of damn good films under his damn impressive belt. Damn. Also, get this through your head. Alan Rickman has never, I repeat, never been nominated for an Academy Award. Ever. I mean, considering the amount of great performances he's given, I find that a little bit more than shocking. Just think about this for a second. Sandra Bullock has an Academy Award. Alan Rickman has never been nominated. This makes sense. How? And now we move on to Alan Rickman's low points. And, well, I don't know. Has he ever truly done a bad performance? I mean, he's certainly done some bad films. Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, I'm looking at you. But this is not a film review, it is a performance review, as my snazzy title keeps reminding me. Well, there is one film called Help, I'm a Fish, and I mostly hate it for getting its insanely catchy theme song stuck in my brain for the whole of the 1990s. Somebody save me. Get out of my brain! Somebody help me. I'm a little yellow fish in the deep blue sea. Get out of my brain! Somebody save me. I'm a little yellow fish in the deep blue sea. Won't somebody help me? In this film, Rickman plays a villainous fish that looks like he belongs in the insane clown posse. Because why not? But even in a film as meh as this, he even gives a halfway decent performance. And yes, he sings.
Now we've been caught, we've been sold, and left out in the cold. Evolution's been passing us by. This potion in hand, we've been given the chance. It's time to turn the tide. Come join me and seize this opportunity. Alter your destiny. One single drop will be enough to put you on top.
Intelligence, say you lead the way.
And in fact, he should do more voiceovers with that orgasm-inducing voice he has on his person.
Don't lie to me.
I also liked films such as Love Actually and Alice in Wonderland. Even in a relatively minor part, such as in Alice, Alan still brings his all.
One potion, one ocean, one ruler of all.
If there was anything bad I could say about Rickman, it's that sometimes he just seems to be stuck in the same kind of character. The upper-class, dark, mysterious character. But he definitely has shown some versatility in films such as Dogma, and he's always a great performer, so I think I'm just mining for nitpicks here. Overall, Alan Rickman creates such complex and dark and intriguing characters that it's a treat to watch one of his films, and he always brings 100% credibility to his characters, when most actors would be content to just phone in a performance and collect the paycheck. Nevertheless, he's truly a great actor, and I hope when he's finally freed from the behemoth that is the Harry Potter series of films, that we'll see even more of him in even more versatile roles. Well, personally, I never liked him myself. Can't stand the Australians. Okay, that's great, but how are you still alive? What you talking about, stereotype? Well, you kind of had a heart attack and died. You talking about that, man? Hell, that's the 5th heart attack I've had this week. Takes a lot more than that to kill the Colonel, I tell you. Okay then, fantastic. So, I have been Mr. British stereotype. What?
So, you finally figured out the undeniable fact that I am the greatest actor that ever lived in history ever.
Well, I wouldn't say that, hilariously inaccurate impressionist, but you're sure up there.
Well, good to know. I'll be watching you, stereotype. Ha, ha, ha.
God, I hope not. So, I have been Mr. British Stereotype. That has been, was, and now apparently is Colonel Montgomery 12. What the hell is my point in this show? Oh, there he goes again. And now some credits to take up some more time in your completely meaningless lives. Fuck off and die, but not necessarily in that order. 9 out of 10 on the awesome scale. Well, that went well. Maybe more than 5 people will watch this time. Time for a celebratory wank, I think. Oh no. Not again. Oh. I wonder who this is. Hello?
Yes, hello. This is Alan Rickman.
Yes, I know who it's apparently supposed to be. Please, can we hurry this up? I'm busy breaking the 4th wall.
Well, it seems I didn't have enough time to thank you for your very kind words. So I got you a present.
Ooh, jazzy. A present, you say? What is it?
You'll know soon enough. Ha 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 ha.
No. Where is that coming from? It's in my head. I can't get it out. I kind of like it. So, I have been Mr. British Stereotype. That has been, was, and now apparently is Mr. British Stereotype. And this is British Stereotype. And I've gone mad from filming.